Hello and welcome to another edition of R2 Outdoors. Today I'm going to take my anchor system, which is not really a system, it's just a bunch of line in a bag. I'm going to put it on a clothesline reel that I ordered off of Amazon. I'm going to show you how to do it, how to tighten it up, make it look pretty nice, kind of go over where we may want to put it on the kayak. But this is something that gets tangled up in my feet, throw it overboard, a whole bunch of other stuff. Just can make a real mess when you're trying to get something quick thrown off the side, anchor and spot, stuff like that. Nothing more I hate than having just a giant wad of spaghetti down by my feet that I'm trying to work, or if you're doing something with your rod and the hook gets caught in the line or something like that, it's a real pain in the butt. So I know there's a lot of videos out there on how to do this, but I'm just going to kind of go over it today, show you what I like, what I decided to use, and kind of the way that I'm going to set it up. All right, so we'll see you in a second. All right, well, let's kind of look at what we got going on here. So I got my $15.99 clothesline from Amazon. It's got some little brackets you can mount to something, but I don't know if I'm gonna even worry about that. I might just keep this thing kind of loose in the kayak. We'll see what happens. I'll find some place. I really don't like putting holes in my boat, but we'll see. Maybe I'll leash it to the seat or something. But in fun, that's the guy. So I got that, and I have my paracord. I like the 550 paracord. If I ever did have to get stuck out there, I was on an island or whatever, and something stupid happened and I had to actually take this thing apart and start pulling the strands out of it, it actually does have the strands in the middle of it so that I could use it for emergency uses if I needed to. But I got that. I unwound it already. If you don't unwind this thing when you first do and leave it sit for a second, it's a big, huge mess. So we got that, and I got a kind of got what I'm going to use to tie the end of it off, which is a figure 9 carabiner, and this enables me to lock it off to my anchor trolley. So I've used these working at the fire department and stuff, and they work pretty good. So in case you get confused on how to wrap it, it kind of tells you come up, wrap it around, over, and then down. But I picked this up off of Amazon. This you can get anywhere, really. I mean, most hardware stores sell it. So if you need paracord, you can get it from the hardware store, order offline. I think I picked this up from Harbor Freight. So it shows you a bunch of different ways to rig it on the back, but yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get going with the install. So first thing I'm gonna do is just get this clothesline and pull all the line out of it. Initially, my wife asked me, she said, what do you think I'm doing? Gonna be putting clothes in the back? I said, something stupid happens with this virus, you might be. So we might be ordering another one of these. But this is a 40-foot line because I wanted to have plenty of room to put in my paracord. As you see, the tighter it gets, the more it wants to roll back up. All right, almost to the end. I'm gonna latch it off right there. So I'm just gonna take and wrap this around here a couple times. Keep it from turning loose on me, because if that thing rolls back up in there, you're not in a good spot. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is just take my knife and cut this guy. Oh. That other cord, you kind of just ditch it. Now this is plastic or something. It's not like material like this is. This has already kind of got the end burned a little bit, but I'll burn it just a little bit more so we can. I hate when stuff starts to fray, and hopefully the knot I put in here will keep it from coming apart. All right, so Usually they say you can't tie a knot, tie a lot, but I'm going to show you how to tie a quick knot that's going to work good for this and that you can secure in there pretty well. So a square knot is left over right and right over left. So it should end up looking something like this. Two different pieces of the cord together, and when you pull them, they'll cinch down, and no matter which way you pull on this thing, all you're really doing is tightening it up against itself. And I like to put another keeper knot in there, even though I don't like it to be super high profile, but this thing's not going to mind much because it's going to be way down on the reel, and I seriously doubt it's ever going to see much action. So I've extra knot on that side and extra knot on this side. All right. Okay, so now that I have that tied up, it's time to let it go back into the reel. So I'm just gonna kind of let that go in there and feed it on in. Throw my extra on the ground. We're getting close to the end here. Starting to slow down quite a bit. Paracord's wrapping up, that's fun. Alright. And that's about it. Got a little bit of line left over. That's perfect for me to rock rig my anchor, which I'm going to do here in just 1 second. Tie it to the end and we'll be done. Alright, come back, rock rig the anchor, and then kind of show you how I'm going to use this guy. Alrighty. Alright, I'm back. I've cut this just a little bit and burnt the end on it so it wouldn't fray, and rock rig this anchor real quick. So I'm going to tie a knot on the end of this. I don't like to sit it on my kayak. Set it down here. Triple overhand knot. All right. So I got that guy on there. I'm just gonna run that right up the side of the anchor and get my zip tie. Zip tie that bad boy on there. Cut the excess off. And we are rock rigged. All right. I also got the float from my old line that I was using. I'm just gonna tie this onto the side just in case this thing does dump or something. Before I find someplace good to put it on, I gotta have something I can find it with again. So tie that on there, a square knot. And that way if it dumps out, this thing's strong enough, it'll definitely keep it floating. So I've got that in there for right now. And then I've got my figure 9. I'm gonna break that thing out. So once again, if you just wonder how this thing is gonna work, It shows you right there. You take it across the bottom, feed it through the top, come around the other side and back down. Not for climbing. For anchoring though. All right, let's go look at it. Alrighty. Here is my anchor trolley. So that guy will be up inside the boat like so. I'm going to clip that into here, have all my whatever feet out. This ain't gonna be the quickest in the world, but I don't want to put holes in nothing. So I'm gonna go, I might, yeah, just needed to do it the opposite way. All right. So this way, I'll have it in my boat, round down, over and through. Then when you pull, the anchor pulls on this, it ain't gonna go nowhere. There we go. Yep. Undo it, or I can just get done. I can take it off and suck it back up in there and pull my anchor back in. So that's it. I hate drilling holes in the boat, so it works pretty good once you do it right. That ain't going nowhere, baby. All right. So that's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully I showed you something that you like. I do mine a little bit different. So there you go. Like and subscribe, man. I like to keep doing this and keep bringing you content that's something that people enjoy. I'm just a simple guy doing simple stuff. This hobby took me 4 years to save up for, trading kayaks back and forth and upgrading here and there, and eventually I finally got to it. But yep. Alrighty, till next time, R2 out.